with you in the service in the Air Force.
Yeah.
And you decided to become a purchasing officer.
No.
No,
Supply officer.
supply officer.
They decided.
They decided. And you were dating Mom at the time.
Correct.
And it seemed like you were traveling back and forth a lot on the
Before I
weekends.
left Malden, Missouri, I bought your mother an engagement ring. Okay?
So before you left, you bought the ring. Did you give it to her?
Malden, Missouri. I was going to Cheyenne, Wyoming. Okay? So I gave it to her in Omaha, and then I went on to Cheyenne.
Do you want to tell a little bit more about the giving of the ring? Where were you?
I don't remember.
You don't remember?
Downstairs.
It wasn't a big deal.
Was she expecting it?
I don't think so. I don't think she wore it for a couple of months. You'll have to ask her.
Okay.
Okay? So
Do you don't remember the moment of giving her the ring?
she may. I don't know.
Do you remember buying it?
Oh yeah.
Where did you buy it?
Oh, it was some entrepreneur, you know, and somebody must have told me about it because I called him up and I said, I'm looking for an engagement ring. He said, okay. And so we discussed, you know, the ring and all that kind of stuff, and we settled on a price. I think it was $300.
It's a lot of money back then.
Yeah, still is. And so I think they had to manufacture it. She's got it upstairs. But she wears her mother's engagement ring now. Because she's had the ring itself wears.
Mm-hmm.
So she's had that replaced, I think, twice. But I think somebody valued it at $3,500 or something. But that was a number of years ago. But I think it's 1 carat. But anyhow, then I was in Cheyenne, and the redeeming thing about Cheyenne as far as the school is concerned, it was the hostess location for United Airlines. So there were all kinds of loose females. Well, I ignored the loose females and returned to Omaha on weekends. You know, I could drive back and forth. It was only 500 miles. And once we determined when I was going to graduate from the school, we set a date. December 31st, 1955, to get married. And then, okay, I was standing on the altar with Uncle Tommy, and I said, hey Tom, what am I doing here? He says, Bart, it's too late.
So it sounds like you had some last minute jitters.
No, I was just kidding.
You're just kidding.
So anyhow, we had the reception at Grandma Kinsler's house, okay? And this is now New Year's Eve. So all my fine friends, Spethman and McNamara and Fogarty, et cetera, negotiated with Tom, Diane's father, that they wouldn't drink at the reception in return for a bottle of champagne. And then my first cousin, Tom Flynn, who was the same age, and we went to grade school together, who was a fireman and a plasterer, and very physical guy.
Mm-hmm.
The bar was downstairs. I never went downstairs. But he threw the bartender out and took over the bar because he wasn't serving the liquor fast enough.
This is at your wedding reception?
Yeah, at the wedding reception. Which didn't bother us, you know. And it wasn't any problem, I guess. Okay, somebody told me the story.
Hold on one second.